Have you ever wondered why your cat acts so independent? Why do they come and go as they please without a care in the world? Well, there are a few reasons for this, and the first one is their wild ancestors. You see, cats have always been independent creatures, even when they're domesticated. It's just part of their nature. And that nature is deeply rooted in their ancestry. Their wild ancestors were solitary hunters who only came together to mate. They were fiercely independent creatures who had to be self-sufficient in order to survive, and they passed this trait down to their domesticated counterparts. It's not like dogs who live in groups and rely on each other for survival. They're more like lone wolves who do their own thing. And this is evident in their behavior. Cats are perfectly happy to spend time alone and do not need constant attention or affection from their owners. They are perfectly capable of entertaining themselves and do not get lonely or need to be part of a pack. They're content to just be around you, but they don't need you all the time. And that can sometimes be mistaken for being aloof or uninterested, but really they're just being true to their nature. Another reason why cats are so independent is because they're natural hunters. They are perfectly capable of taking care of themselves and do not rely on anyone else to hunt for them. In the wild, they rely on their hunting skills to survive, and that means they're self-sufficient and independent. They don't need to rely on anyone else to feed them. They can take care of themselves. And this translates into their domesticated lives as well. They're perfectly happy to hunt for their food, and that means they don't need to rely on you to feed them all the time. They're self-sufficient and independent, and that's why you can sometimes find them begging for food. But really, they're just doing it for sport, or because they're bored. They're not actually hungry. They could very well take care of themselves. The next reason why cats are so independent is because they're intelligent creatures. They're capable of learning and adapting, and they use these skills to take care of themselves. They can figure out how to open doors and get into places they're not supposed to be, and they can learn how to use a litter box. They don't need to be constantly trained or supervised, and that makes them more independent than other animals. They're smart enough to figure things out on their own, and that means they don't need to rely on anyone else to take care of them. They're self-sufficient and independent. And that's why you can sometimes find them getting into things they're not supposed to be. They're just curious and smart enough to figure out how to get into places they're not supposed to be. They're not mischievous or trying to cause trouble. They're just being cats. The final reason why cats are so independent is because they're just built differently. Their body shape and size make them more agile and flexible, and that allows them to explore and take care of themselves more easily. They can squeeze into small spaces and climb to great heights, and that means they can explore more than other animals. They're not limited by their body shape, and that makes them more independent. So the next time you see your cat doing their own thing, just remember that it's just being a cat. They're independent, self-sufficient creatures who don't need you all the time. And that's what makes them so special. Don't try to change them. Just love them for who they are and enjoy the unique bond you have with your feline friend. Now, if you want to know more about why cats are such amazing creatures, I have another video that I think you'll enjoy. Click here to watch it now.